Greetings, brothers and sisters. I greet you in the name of the Most High, Almighty, none above, most powerful, creator of all things, the stars, the moon, you and I. Once again, I'm here in your presence. Yes, and I come speaking, a topic, something that is burning inside. And it's been a minute that I hadn't come on post. And, we tend to use work or business to be the scapegoat of why we haven't been doing things. And for me, I always beg the Omnipotent for forgiveness, because there should be nothing that should deter any of us from honoring our duties. And our duties that we should be like the tree that's planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth fruits. So if we have fruits and our tree is blooming, we should give the fruits out to the massive, you understand? So once again, forgive me for not coming out and speaking, for a long time. But I'm here now, and I know once again the message is here. So today message is I need my brothers and sisters. Are we allowing the entities or the spiritual forces of darkness to control our movements? Are we allowing, unknowingly or sometimes knowingly, the forces of darkness to control our movements? So when I said that, most people are going to ask, what you mean by that? In this world that we live, because we are in this world, and even the good book say we should be in this world, but not of it. Unfortunately, many of us are just existing in this world, and it's been manipulated and been used, whether we know it or unknowingly not, knowing that we are doing it. We are volunteering sometimes, right? So what I was saying earlier is that I'm going to use an example, and I'm going to ask you, brothers and sisters, and I want you to leave the comments if these things have ever happened to you. Have you ever gotten up in the morning knowing that the routine, and this is for those who have this pattern or routine, when you wake up in the morning, you normally wake up and the first thing you normally do is say, thank you, Omnipotent. Thank you for rising me up. Thank you for the breath of life. Thank you for health and strength. Thank you for good grace and mercy. Thank you for your protection, that you have been, you have protected me through the rest phase. And now you have raised me up, and I'm once again above ground, breathing. You will give thanks for sight and hearing and speaking, giving praise. But you would wake up, and as soon as you wake up, or even before you wake up, the phone would ring. And the phone would ring, and somebody would come on the phone, and they would start a conversation, or you'd answer the phone. And it's either your work, or it's either if you are a business owner, your employee, or somebody calling you saying something. And you find that from that conversation, you get up and you're moving. And then as soon as you finish with that, you say, oh, you know what, I'm supposed to pray. But before you even go back to praying, something else happened. And you get distracted to doing that. Or you get carried away into a next conversation because a next phone call comes in. For you, brothers and sisters, I'm asking a question. Have you ever find yourself in a position like that, where that have happened to you, and you're sitting down, and before you know it, hours have passed, and you haven't gotten a chance to say, thank you, Omnipotent? If we're going to be honest, let's be honest and ask each other, have this ever happened? And if you can identify that in your life, well, that is a sign that you were used by the wicked one. He had orchestrated our distraction and deterrence to get you to move in his way, meaning that you have not got no honoring. And we are going to use the excuse to say, oh, well, the phone call came in and I had to answer the phone call. You don't have to. We have a choice. Whoever is on that phone, 2 minutes from the time or a minute from the time you would have taken after you woke up from that ringing, to pause that phone and say, thank you, Omnipotent. Thank you for rising me up. Thank you for health and strength. It wouldn't have made a difference in that person's life. If it was an emergency that it needed some medical help, you couldn't do anything for them being in your bed. They would have to call 911 or call something. So if that's the case, then that wouldn't help. If they needed to get into something, 2 minutes later would not be any difference to them. But that 2 minutes that you allow yourself not to take would have cost you hours. And before you know it, a day. And once the devil gets his power into one thing, he's going to continue to power in a way. So if you have seen this situation happen to you, or have happened to you on multiple occasions, that's a sure sign that the wicked one is using his will, whether through the phone or a distraction of anything, to detour you or distract you from that which is your connection. And just remember this. The watchers, they are working 24 hours. Them are look for any and every loophole to trip you up. What the good book said, the wicked one come to steal, kill, and destroy. So if there is a sanctification for you, he wants to steal it. If there's a dream or something that you're supposed to acquire, he wants to kill it. Your purpose, he wants to kill it. And he knows once he steals and kills all of those things, you as you are pertaining to is being destroyed. You're done. Because prayer and communication with the Omnipotent is a lifeline. Prayer is like a cell phone with signal and service. The phone would be a representation of you. Signal would be the words that we utter, that we need the signal to connect us. So T-Mobile, whoever it is, provider, would be the signal to get into the other person. So therefore we need to buckle down. Be like a cell phone that is in full charge and has service, a signal. At the click of a button, you are being connected. The Omnipotent love and always want to hear from you, and he likes when his children are obedient. So the next time you wake up and the phone is what wake you up, or a voice or someone calling wake you up, remember to make sure that you first take that moment to say, thank you, Omnipotent. Thank you. Because you never know what can be lurking outside for you, which is the traps and snare that the wicked one set. And you didn't take the time out to fully arm and cover yourself before you head out into his traps and snares. This is why prayer is powerful. Because when you pray, you're sending your requests and your words into the future, going forward. You're asking to be protected from the traps and snares. Omnipotent, guide me and protect me. You're asking to be led and to be protected. So you need to make sure that your prayer life is intact. Knowing that nothing or no one, whether spiritual or physical, detour you or drift you away from that which is your connection. Because that's what the wicked one is looking for. And that's what the wicked one wants, is for us to be wavering and drift off that which is our path. So when the traps and the snares are set, he can't catch us. I just have that message for you, my brothers and sisters. And I hope the message reach you and you take heed. Seek ye first the kingdom of the Omnipotent, and then everything